Hello, my name is Daria and this game is The Long Dark. We are at Transfer Pass and I'm going back to Mystery Lake. Now I just wonder, I think I have everything I need. Now how much is it? 50. Okay, so let's eat one of those. So now it's a couple of kilos extra. There are ptarmigans here, but I just need to leave all of this stuff. There's so much more important things to carry. But the food I have with me, it's 1 MRE and plenty of bannocks. I was thinking I had, or was it 1.4 kilos of flour, and leaving it behind meant that it wouldn't be usable. Like if I'm coming back at some point, it will be so late that the flour, it would be ruined. No use for cooking. So I used as much of that as I could. I had so much cooking oil. But the acorn grounds, I had 19 of those. I didn't want to use those, they are all in the backpack. But I want to use them for recipes later. Or maybe for acorn bannocks on later journeys. Now the issue is that it's late afternoon. About the same time I was thinking the previous day that should I leave, and then decided to stay until the morning, and in the morning there was a blizzard. So now I had the same choice today, either leaving or hoping the morning will be good weather, but yeah, I'll be going through tunnels, so it doesn't matter if it's day or night. So might as well leave now. And the tunnels are the first shelter, and then in Forlorn Musket there is the camp. But this shouldn't take too long, and in fact if there's a clear sky or even an aurora, I suppose I could travel at night. Not tired, so that's not a problem. So now the main things I had to leave behind were a lot of cloth, something like 150, and what else? Deer hides, guts.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So there is stuff I may want to come back for. I made notes so I know what I left behind, and then we'll see, like if I need things for trades. Now, okay, this is the one. Get stuck here on this side. Need to go this side. Yeah, but the main thing is I have all of the rose hips with me. There was something like 690. So those can be used for trades. Like if you need harvestable plants, rose hips count. So I want to, well, I don't need to take them to Coastal Highway immediately. I can leave them at Mystery Lake, and then when I run out of them there, then just come back to Mystery Lake to get them. But I think I have plenty of everything at Coastal Highway, except ptarmigan down. So that was like the most important resource I needed to get. And all of those are in the camp office at the moment. I took them the first time I went there. Okay, let's turn this off. Why am I so slow? Is the wind supposed to be so strong? It slows me down this much. Now, do I remember? How does this go? There are some train cars ahead. Once I can get into if I need to, I think. But yeah, this is annoying. This should be fairly sheltered. And I'm crawling. Yeah, the train cars are there. So it is getting late. But I don't think there's any point stopping here. The weather is otherwise good. The wind is annoying, but yeah, I think I'm continuing. The next one is gonna be that train car on the railway bridge, and here we have a tunnel, so I can stay in there if the weather changes or if it gets dark. Like, well, it does, it's gonna get dark, but if it gets dark so soon that it's dark when I get out of that. Oh, no, it wasn't a tunnel, that was a bridge. Okay, it looked like a tunnel. I'm not using the map right now since I've done this so many times. There isn't really anything that requires me to use a map. So now I have the last set of woodworking tools with me. So I'll have 3 of them in the camp office. And I wonder, what should I do with the 2 extra ones? I was thinking it would be interesting to furnish the lookout. It's fairly close to the camp office, so I could still use the camp office as the main base and then just furnished lookout for fun. Or do I want to go to coastal highway right away? I'm not sure about that. Oh, so now here. What do we have here? Where was the cave? There was a cave going down to the river, but there wasn't there. But I can go over. Yes, I can go over this, and the bridge and the train car, they are there on the other side. And then on the other side of the bridge there is a tunnel. So do I go there? Like, I could stay the night in the train car if I like. But I could also continue. Yes, it's this here. The rope goes down to the river. But I don't need to go down there since the door in that tunnel is open. So I can go to the tunnel from this level. Now, let's take a look. Why am I stuck? Okay, there's water. Doesn't look like there's anything else. I've had fire here. Now, what should I do? Well, I am not in any hurry. So I guess I could stay the night here and continue in the morning. It's the morning. Very early morning. And we have snow, but it doesn't matter. But going into the tunnel, even if we get a blizzard, makes no difference. Now, is it like going through this? Is this the last one? What's this?
Goodness. Made it through another night.
Mountain fuel? Well, I'm leaving it here. I don't need it. So it may be useful later. If I come back this way. So now, yeah, the door. Yes, and then turn left. And there's no need to go checking, there's just one room. You can check, and there is nothing in there. Now we get back to the tunnel. And then there are a couple of train cars after this point, I think. Yeah, the problem is that the lantern doesn't give you sort of the light, it doesn't go very far. So these train cars, they just suddenly appear. Now, which side? I think it's just the first one coming this way, like where you get stuck. The others, I think you can go either side. Now, was there any more of those? Don't remember. Well, we'll see once I run into it. And now I've been thinking about the firearm trophy. Like, do I want to go to Ash Canyon, look for the curator's rifle? I'm not that keen on the idea, but I think it's the last one I'm missing. Oh, and I think there was something about that you can fix the roof at the mountaineer's hut in Timberwolf Mountain. That would be interesting to check. Okay, so now we come to the...
Man, this pack is getting kind of
Yes, this is the bridge coming to Broken Railroad. I need to go to the maintenance yard, leave the jerry can. Sort of two reasons. I need it if I come back this way, and also I'm getting a bit of weight off the backpack. I don't need a lantern going back to Mystery Lake from here. Yeah, this is one of the places I really don't like, but let's see. And this is one of those, don't want to look down, but you need to look where you're going. Okay. So now the weather. I think I may want to stay at the maintenance yard for a little bit. Just wait and see what happens with this weather. Like, is this start of a blizzard? Might be. I think I have some venison, or was it wolf meat here, and I do have the MRE and Banax, so food shouldn't be a problem. Look, I could stay here for a day or two if necessary. I would like to continue as soon as possible. But it's hard to say. Oh, birds. Yeah, the visibility isn't too bad, but snowfall is always ominous. Like, is it the trail end of blizzard or start? Now, is there anything? I think I have taken everything there is at the hunting lodge. there's no point going there. Okay, now we have wolves freaking out. Doesn't matter. Okay, this 87. Oh, those are fine. Yeah, I think I'll be staying here for a little while, continuing when the weather gets better. Now the weather is foggy. It's not even noon. What should I do? I think I could go. Let's eat one of those and drink some water. It's still a little over 48 kilos. But leaving that jerry can, it allowed me to take some more pictures from here. And the weight is going to go under 48 kilos. In a little while, eating and drinking will take it down. So now the fog isn't a problem. I'll be following the train tracks, so I'm not going to get lost. It's just... And as long as there's fog, there isn't a blizzard. Like the weather, it seems to go like one stage at a time. If it's foggy, there is no blizzard. And then, well, the only problem is that if it starts snowing, then you never know if it's going to be just snowing or if it's going to end up being a blizzard. But we'll see. I should be able to get to at least to the camp in Fallen Muskeg. And if the weather gets bad, I can stay there for a little while. Wait for it to improve. Now I wonder, what are those birds about? Oh, there's a wolf. Doesn't matter. It's gonna run away. So now the question is, once I get back to Mystery Lake, do I want to stay there for a little while, or do I go back to Coastal Highway immediately? Well, I can think about that later. Right now, I first need to just get back to Mystery Lake, and the only problem going there is the moose going to be by the camp office? It's normally not so close. Like it's possible to get past it, but I would still prefer the moose not being there. Now, how did this go? Well, here. didn't fall. That is always nice. Yeah, the fog seems to be getting worse. Well, I'll just follow the tracks. Yeah, I've got the whole day. So I should be able to at least get to the camp. Maybe all the way to the camp office in Mystery Lake. But yeah, the moose. I'd like to have the weight under the maximum by the time I get to the camp office, so I can run if needed. Okay, now we come to the tunnel and we are going to Fallen Musket. And I was thinking about the cartographer. Do I want to? But I think I'm going to do that in another run. I don't want to be going everywhere. Although I was thinking, if I go to Ash Canyon, that is really the worst place considering the cartographer. So if I go there looking for the rifle, do I want to survey it? Although I could do the firearm trophy in the cartographer run, since I will be going everywhere. That means I would go to all of the places where there might be rifles, revolvers. The only thing is the bunker rifle. Getting that requires doing the traders' requests. But if I'm going everywhere, that means I will be checking the bunkers as well. So that would be finding all the other firearms first. Like going everywhere, checking everything, checking all the bunkers and making notes. Like I know what the trader is looking for. So I'll know which bunkers are the ones needed for the requests. And then just making notes like which regions contain the bunkers needed for the requests. Well, I'll need to think about that. And here once again, I don't stray away from the tracks, since the ice here is strong enough. If you just follow the train tracks, there won't be any weak ice. The weak ice is everywhere else. It's so foggy. Can't see anything. And there is a bear near the poacher's camp, but it doesn't matter. The only problem is that if it's there, I'm gonna freak it out, and then you never know which way it's gonna run. But the only time I've been attacked by a bear in Pilgrim mode was when I tried bow hunting a bear. That was unsuccessful, and for some reason a fishing hut wasn't adequate shelter against the bear attack. But fortunately the result was just needing bandages and some torn clothes. Haven't been bow hunting bears after that. So now, what do? It's noon. I don't think there's any point stopping here. Yeah, so there wasn't anything here. That's empty. Wasn't anything here that I would need to take with me. So let's just continue. The only issue with this is that I won't be able to see the moose if it's there. Let's hope it isn't. I don't have a rifle. But there's no point taking those rifles with me. So much more important items to carry. But I have rifles in all of the bases. Just for the reason that I don't need to carry a rifle with me. Although the bunker rifle is only 1.5 kilos. So it isn't that big of a problem. Since I'm just traveling from point A to point B as quickly as possible, carrying as much resources as possible, it makes no sense to be carrying rifles. And I think I'm gonna leave the ammo at Mystery Lake. There should be quite a lot of ammo in Coastal Highway. I just wanted to take it with me, because there was no point leaving it in transfer pass. If I go back there, yeah, I just need to remember that I need to bring ammo with me. Don't need to bring a rifle, but I need ammo. And I think the rifles are fully loaded. At least one of them. The bunker rifle, I think that's fully loaded. The other one, I'm not so sure. Well, if I go back there, I'll just take some rifle ammo with me. Now let's see if we can get to camp office without running into trouble with the moose. Now, maybe I should... how long is that unburdened? Okay. I'm going to eat one of those. And then let's drink. maybe eat one of those. Can I get it under? No, it's not under 48. Almost. Not quite. So now I will go as far to the right as I can. Just in case the moose is there. The thing here is that you don't even need to see the tracks. Just going here as far right as you can be. Now that's expired, but I did. Yeah. That's interesting. Why does it say expired one? It is still on. Okay, we have a wolf. That is not an issue. Okay, that means a moose. But I'm just going. Yeah. Safely back here. And then I don't hear anything. Ah, what's this? Oh, ruined. And that's rancid. That's gamey. Yeah, I suppose I could cook some of those. And then these are ruined. Yeah. So let's get in. And once the weather clears, it'll be interesting to see if the moose is there. And there is a rifle, so I can try it, but I'm not sure if I want to hunt a moose. But I don't need to. So now I have 2 of these here and there's one upstairs. I'll need to think about what I'm gonna do with these. I could take one of these to the lookout, start furnishing that. So maybe if I leave one of these here and take the other one with me to Coastal Highway, that might be a good idea. Okay, so this one is empty. Putting all of these here. I need to think about where I'm putting everything else. How about this? That's empty. And that one, I need to use that before it goes too bad. And there are acorn grounds, but how many? It was 19, and in these it's 24. Yeah, I'll need to start sorting and organizing once again, and I'll be skipping that part. So all the organizing is done, and I decided to cook all the moose meat before going anywhere. So I can cook it and leave it here, and it will be usable even when it's ruined. And there was something, I think there was also venison that was in a bit better condition, so I'll maybe leave that for now. I can cook that when I'm coming here next time. But now I think the next thing, after I have cooked, now it's almost noon, it's probably going to take the rest of the day to cook all this meat, and then I'll be just checking what do I need to take with me going to Coastal Highway. So I'll probably leave in a day or two, and that will be in the next video. And this is all for this time.